Hi folks, today we're going to try to improve the accuracy of the P226 pellet pistol by decreasing the clearance between the barrel and the slide. The tools we'll be using today include a small hammer, an appropriate punch for removing pins, a Dremel type small die grinder, some quick setting epoxy, a little cardboard mixing board, and a small toothpick for mixing and applying the epoxy to the end of the slide hole. To get started, first remove the magazine and make sure the gun is on safety. Next, remove the knurled nut from the end of the barrel. And using a small punch, remove the forward pin from the frame. Once the pin is removed, the slide retaining bar should drop down near the front of the trigger guard. It's time to actually remove the slide now by moving it backwards and lifting it up, and then forward and out. There is a retaining. Now I just lost the pin. Be careful you don't lose the spring in doing this. Now, using your die grinder, drill 3 small pockets inside the circumference of the hole at the front of the slide. 3 small pockets about a 32nd of an inch deep and about 3/16 of an inch in diameter. 1, 2, 3. Evenly spaced. You can space them almost anywhere you want. You'll only need a small amount of the epoxy. Mix the epoxy, resin, and the hardener together on a small cardboard pallet using a toothpick to mix them together. I'm not actually doing it because my gun's already been modified. Next, you'll take a small portion and you'll do this 3 times in each of the pockets that you created. Just drop a little bit of that epoxy in there. Make a little bubble. You'll do it 3 times and let it set. Now I'm using a 1/4 inch drive socket extension and wrapping a piece of sandpaper around it, and I'm using that to shape and remove excess material after the epoxy's dry. This will take a little bit of patience, and you have to do each of the 3 in slow steps. As you do that, you can test fit it until you get a good fit between the barrel. And once you get the fit just right, you'll find that it encounters resistance at about 1.5 inches movement, because there is a very small step in this barrel. It is not exactly the same diameter everywhere. You will have to actually take a file and file the 3 places where the little buttons that you've created with the epoxy, where those encounter that step. You just file it off until you remove the excess material from the barrel. Now, once you've created a smooth sliding fit, you can now reassemble the gun. Now all we have to do is reinstall the pin and put on the front knurled nut. once you're finished, there should be no significant amount of play between the barrel and the slide. And since the sights are mounted on the slide, you want that situation, otherwise your accuracy will suffer. I hope you enjoyed this, and hopefully I'll come back and show you how to make another modification to make the gun work well with a laser, because you want to eliminate any movement between the barrel and the frame in order to make that connection more accurate. Thanks for watching.